Welcome back. Victor Gyökeres' transfer saga continues as Arteta stays tight-lipped on striker deal. The long-anticipated transfer of Swedish striker Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal continues to dominate the summer headlines, with supporters growing increasingly anxious as each day passes without an official announcement. Despite Arsenal having reportedly agreed on a fixed transfer fee of £55 million with Portuguese side Sporting CP over a week ago, the deal remains in a state of limbo. The delay, as it stands, is due to unresolved negotiations surrounding the structure of add-ons, specifically an additional €10 million, £8.7 million, in performance-related bonuses that Sporting are holding out for. Gyökeres, one of Europe's most informed strikers over the past year, has been the subject of intense interest from Arsenal throughout the summer. His blend of pace, power, intelligent movement, and clinical finishing has made him a prime target for the Gunners, who are aiming to close the gap on Manchester City and push for a Premier League title this season. With new sporting director Andrea Berta at the helm for his first summer window, Arsenal have been aggressive in their approach to recruitment, but fans are still waiting for their marquee striker signing. While the base fee with Sporting CP has already been agreed, the final hurdle appears to be the terms of the bonuses. Arsenal are reportedly reluctant to meet Sporting's demand for guaranteed payments, preferring instead to link the add-ons to tangible on-field achievements such as goals scored, appearances made, and trophies won. Sporting, however, are pushing for more straightforward clauses that would increase the certainty of receiving the full amount. This has caused a temporary stall in proceedings, even as Arsenal officials remain hopeful of reaching a compromise in the coming days. Meanwhile, the Gunners have embarked on their pre-season tour of Asia, with stops in Singapore and Hong Kong scheduled. Notably absent from the travelling squad is Gyökeres himself, whose potential arrival is becoming a source of both excitement and anxiety among the Arsenal faithful. When questioned by journalists about whether the Swedish international would be joining the squad before the Premier League kicks off on August 17, manager Mikel Arteta was cautious in his response. "I cannot comment on any player who is not part of our group yet," Arteta stated. "When we have something concrete to offer in any case to any player, we will do that." Arteta's guarded response didn't offer any definitive update on the situation, but his tone and demeanor hinted at optimism behind the scenes. He understands the weight of expectation surrounding the Gyökeres deal, particularly given Arsenal's lack of a consistent goalscorer last season. With only a few weeks left before the new campaign begins, the pressure is mounting to finalize the transfer and integrate the player into the team during the pre-season. So far this summer, Arsenal have made several important additions to the squad as they seek to improve depth and add quality in key areas. The club has completed deals for Spanish goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga, Real Sociedad's midfield general Martin Zubimendi, Danish defensive midfielder Christian Nurgit, and electric English winger Noni Madueke. These signings reflect a clear strategy of strengthening the spine of the team and providing more tactical flexibility for Arteta ahead of a demanding season. Yet despite these moves, the feeling remains that Arsenal are still one key piece short, namely, a proven centre-forward who can lead the line in big matches. Gyökeres, who scored 43 goals in all competitions last season, appears to be that missing piece. The club's pursuit of the Swedish striker is being viewed not just as a tactical addition, but also as a symbolic statement of intent. In addition to the Gyökeres pursuit, Arsenal are also closing in on a £13 million deal for Valencia centre-back Cristian Mosquera. The 19-year-old Spanish defender is regarded as one of La Liga's brightest young talents and is expected to provide cover and competition for William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. Despite his age, Mosquera has impressed with his composure on the ball, aerial presence, and maturity beyond his years. Arteta is said to be keen on developing him as a long-term option at the heart of Arsenal's defence. When reflecting on the club's overall recruitment efforts so far this summer, Arteta expressed quiet satisfaction. "I'm very pleased, that's all I'll say," he remarked. "There are a lot of parties and things that we have to bear in mind to get a player over the line in here. I'm very hopeful that we are going to do it very soon." Pressed further on whether fans could expect more arrivals to join the pre-season squad in Asia, Arteta added, "There's still a long time in the window and we are seeking still. In terms of numbers, we are short and we have to improve the depth and quality of the squad. We are constantly looking in the market. Until that happens, the focus is on the players we have and I'm very pleased with what I have seen in the last 10 to 15 days." One of the more under-the-radar but hugely significant signings this summer has been Martin Zubimendi. The 25-year-old Spanish midfielder had long been tracked by top clubs across Europe, including Liverpool, who were close to securing his services last summer. However, Arsenal's persistence, combined with Arteta's personal efforts, helped sway Zubimendi toward a move to North London. It was a long process, Arteta admitted. He had a lot of opportunities to decide whether he wanted to come. The good news is that this club is amazing and everybody wants to come to it. He left some very good opportunities to come to us. Since arriving, Zubimendi has already impressed during training, with Arteta praising not only his technical ability but also his mentality and leadership qualities. I think we are all very impressed with what we've seen in the last 7 to 10 days, Arteta continued. Once you have the player daily there and you see his character, you see his personality, his intelligence, and how much he's going to bring to the team, we're very excited about it. With Arsenal's squad beginning to take shape, the addition of GYOKERES would be seen as the final piece in an already impressive transfer window. But with the clock ticking and no deal signed, the next few days will be crucial. The Gunners may have made significant progress, but until the paperwork is finalized and GYOKERES is unveiled in red and white, the wait will go on.